Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're at the penultimate movie in the Planet of the Apes movie timeline, including the reboot films, and this is possibly my second least favorite film, although the last two times that I've watched it, I've enjoyed it a little bit more for what they are. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Sorry, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. So this is set around 10 years, I guess, 10 years after the simian flu started spreading. A lot of human population has been killed. Only one in every 500 people are immune, and they are the survivors. Let me drink a little water. Society has collapsed. It's 10 or 20 years, I guess. Anyway, it's a set a few years later. Society has collapsed. People are living in small colonies. Cities are in ruins and all that stuff. And production of things have slowed down. It's basically the end of civilization, for the most part. And however, the simian population is flourishing in the woods, especially outside of San Francisco, the Muir woods. They have established a big colony. Because of the virus, they're mostly intelligent. They sign among themselves. A couple of them, like Caesar and Koba, can actually speak, and Denmark almost scored another goal. So there's this group of humans. They actually want to try and get this dam that's in the woods to actually get power supply running. They have to go. They're initially scared off by the animals. One of the guys gets frightened and he shoots at a young chimp. So they don't want the humans to come in. But finally, Malcolm, who's one of the, I think he's a leader of the small group, played by Jason Clarke. He goes and even though there's a lot of hostility against him, he goes and pleads his case, because he knows Caesar can actually speak and understand what they say. So he goes and he tries to convince them. He gets the approval. So initially there's a little bit of camaraderie that slowly starts to come in, because they're working together to get the dam up and running, so that the colony of humans can get electricity. Initially, of course, the simians don't want the humans to come to the wood. They decide to keep it a very small group of people. There's a warning by Caesar, and Koba is very, very angry because he wants to kill as many humans as possible because of what he considers to be torture. Is basically torture done to him at the hands of the science lab that was there in the first film, and he is willing to do anything, including deposing Caesar, to get his way done. He thinks he is the better leader. So and at the same time, Malcolm's young son also seems to get a little close. They form a little bond with Maurice, played by Karen Conowal, who is a orangutan. He shows him some drawings and all that stuff. So unfortunately, Koba's got different plans. So he comes and sees that they've got a lot of weapons. So he wants to take those weapons, take the humans as prisoners, and possibly kill them off. Lead a war against the humans. And he deposes Caesar, knocks him out, and then there is a big fight between the humans and the apes. Finally leading up to victory for Caesar, when he has to kill, or rather let go of Koba. They have a saying among them that ape cannot kill ape, ape shall not kill ape, which is said a couple of times in the film. That's also there in the original movies. However, Caesar says he doesn't consider Koba's actions to make him an ape, so he lets him fall down to his death, and he is killed. Peace is restored. The remainder of the of the apes and the remainder of the humans decide to go their separate ways. Malcolm tells him that there is a human military group that's actually coming in and that there will be war coming up between the humans and the apes, which is going to be much more catastrophic. And Caesar says it's actually kind of already started. He knows that there's going to be all-out war coming up pretty soon. And yeah, so that's basically the movie. The gist of it. I love this. I love the characters, of course, in terms of like Caesar and Koba as well. Koba's played really brilliantly by Toby Cabell. Cabell, who's an English actor. I must have seen him in a couple of things here. Anyway, going down the list of actors, Andy Serkis, of course, returns as Caesar. Judy Greer as Cordelia, his wife. Toby Cabell plays Koba. Nick Thurston plays Blue Eyes, who is the son, the eldest son of Caesar. Terry Notary returns as Rocket, who's chimpanzee and who's Caesar's right hand, lieutenant. Karen Noval plays Maurice. Doc Shaw plays Ash, who is Rocket's son. Lee Ross plays Gray, who is a chimpanzee and one of Koba's henchmen. Jason Clarke are now the human characters in this movie who are not in the next movie, and who weren't there in the first movie. You've got Jason Clarke plays Malcolm, Gary Oldman who plays Dreyfus, who is an ex-police officer, and he is kind of the leader of the group as such. His deputy is somebody like Francis just scored. Malcolm, who is a leader of a smaller group, but he's kind of like the deputy to Gary Oldman. Yep, France is leading 2-1, and it's the 86th minute. Looks like they're going to win. Kerry Russell plays Ellie, who is a nurse, Malcolm's wife, and his son's stepmom. Cody Smith McPhee plays Alexander, who is his son. This is not a really great actor, to be honest. Kirk Acevedo, who plays Carver, and he is very familiar because I believe he played Ricardo Diaz, the dragon on Arrow. Was in the 6th and 7th. Yeah, 6th season and half of season 7 as one of the villains. Anybody else who I remember, who I recognize? No, that's basically about it. Yeah, so the main thing is, of course, in these movies, it's the apes who are the main focus, of course, and they're the returning characters, where you don't really have any of the humans returning from the first season, and of course you don't have them in the final as well. Like I said, this is my least favorite of the reboot, but it is my second least favorite movie in the Planet of the Apes trilogy. Planet of the Apes franchise. But it's still not bad. It's good enough for a afternoon. I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10, or maybe a 7. I guess 7.5. It's okay to watch. So that is it for Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. We have one more movie coming in, and I am also trying to watch the Planet of the Apes TV series, but it's a little bit dull, to be honest. But yeah, I will definitely try to watch it off completely. And that's about it. So have a good night. I've got a vlog, catch-up video, coming up soon. That might go on before this review comes out, so it doesn't matter. Have a good night, guys. Bye-bye.